These songs have lived 30 years out there, and they mattered enough to people to agree to come in and sing on them with me. And they helped kind of shape in some way, even in some small way, some artist's life when they were a kid and influenced them. It blows me away. Hey there, I'm Terri Clark, and this is The High Notes. Today I'll be talking about my duets album, Take Two. Knowing that it's been 30 years since my debut album came out feels almost surreal to me. So doing a collaborations album of all my old hits definitely made me kind of re-examine them and why they were hits in the first place. And a song like I Just Want to Be Mad, was a hit in the early 2000s, and then Cody Johnson and I doing it as a duet. The song is a real conversation now, where before it was more of a sentiment from one person. And I love the trade-off of lines, and to me, it really is a very fresh perspective on that song, and I think people are going to listen to it a little bit differently now. Ashley McBride is like family now. She's like a sister. When she was a kid growing up in Arkansas, she's actually talked a lot about how there were certain artists in country music that she was really paying attention to. And when my debut album came out with the t-shirt sleeves rolled up and the cowboy hat on, she looked at that image and she listened to the music and she said, there's somebody that's like me. So that meant a lot to me when I heard that, and she was a natural to me for Better Things to Do because we have similar vocal styles. She makes jokes that she stole some licks from me, but I'm stealing them from her now. When we were meeting with the managers about artists and going down the list of people that were on my wish list, and I said, God, Kelly Clarkson just did Better Things to Do for her karaoke segment of her show. She's name-checked me several times when she's talking about 90s country ladies that influenced her. And I said, is there any way? 2 weeks later, I'm driving and a text pops up, and it was really, really cryptic and weird. And I'm like, some fan got a hold of my number, because it does happen. I get weird texts. I wouldn't tell her who I was. She wouldn't tell me who she was. And then she goes, hey, is this Terri Clark? And then she says, one time you were hosting a radio show and I called in to do an interview and I started singing your song, but it was That Kind of Girl by Patti Loveless. And she said, I felt so dumb, and we talked about it forever. And so then I thought, the only person who's done that is Kelly Clarkson. So I text Reba McEntire and I said, is this Kelly Clarkson's number? And she said, yep, that's her number. So I asked her if she wanted to sing on the album, and she said, what songs are still available? And I gave her the songs, and she picked If I Were You. It's pretty cool how that happened. Lainey Wilson, she's got such a distinctive style and brand. I thought it would be so much fun to have her on Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me. But Lainey came to the studio in this great big huge pickup truck that she couldn't even get into the parking spot. Like the bed was hanging out into the street while traffic's zooming by. Climbed out of that great big jacked up Ram truck and walked in and just nailed it, and was so humble and sweet. And I gave her a vintage t-shirt that said Poor Pitiful Me on it from 1996. It's the only one of those I have left. We've been texting and friends ever since, and just watched her just skyrocket since then, and it's so cool. Rector, who's not a country guy, but more people in country are starting to work with him and recognize him as an immensely talented guy, like prodigy type. Crazy talented. And he came in and we rearranged the song. Now That I Found You, I just absolutely love the way it's a completely updated version of that song that sounds like it was meant to be that way the whole time. But there's been a huge shift in country music towards collaborations, and I don't think just country, but all genres. Like there are country artists singing with hip hop artists, and it's definitely grown quite a bit since the beginning. It's almost a genre all unto itself now. I was absolutely thrilled to get to be a part of all of these. Those are my high notes. Thanks to the CMA for having me. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Hello there. Goodbye. Bye.